What's up, YouTube? We are recording live from Twitch right now, going over the patch notes that are coming out in just a couple of days. This just got released to everyone. It is on the Undawn website. We'll put the link in the description down below. Well, we're just going to read through and comment, and then I have some additional things to add in that we've gotten from the community management team to add some clarification on some stuff. Dear player, please find the Desert Fury patch notes. The service will be in maintenance on the 24th of August. So for our specific server, it's 4 a.m. Central Time. I'm not sure what UTC +1 London time is. We got clarification from the devs that it is when the servers normally reset. So for the people that play on our server, it's 4 a.m. Central Time. That would be 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Pacific Time would be 2 a.m. But it is UTC plus. So it's saying UTC +1 time, but I don't believe that the time on here is actually correct. So whenever your servers normally reset, that's when the patch is going to come out on the 24th. This round of maintenance comes with the Desert Fury expansion update, which we recommended you download on Wi-Fi connection due to its size. Yeah, you don't want to download this on mobile. It's going to be big. Remember to claim your update gift containing 1,500 coupons, 20,000 silver, and 2 material supply packs within 3 working days of the update. You also get the punk rock outfit free through the related login event. That's pretty dope. Love outfits. All right, so the patch notes goes over all the new stuff that's going to come and some balance changes. So first, an all new map. So we knew this was coming. That's where we've been doing some of these events, the sandstorm events. Explore the vast desert dotted with motels, oases, cacti, etc. with the all new Golden Desert map. Visitors used to flock here from all over the world for its auto rallies and outdoor music festivals. Travelers crossing the desert reported sightings of animals such as antelope, which we've seen, coyotes, desert fox. The folk spoke, that's interesting to say, and folk spoke of mysterious military facilities and unidentified flying objects deep in the desert, which, if you were here last night to see some of the teasers that we got, you know exactly what they're talking about. But today, everything has been blanketed by yellow sand, and the desert appears more desolate than ever. All right, next up is new Desert Fury event. So we have seen some of these, but yeah, we've seen we've gotten the teaser for some of these events. Report for duty each day and get tons of supplies in return. Get the exclusive musical instrument, Hall of the Blue, and the epic furniture item, Jade Eye and Gold Leaf Fan, by logging into the game. Yes, please. All right, number 2 is the Frontline Rescue. Complete new Frontline missions each week to get Army desert supplies, which can be exchanged for rare items such as epic Ford Raptor alloy packs and modification packs. Interesting. All right, Beast Intel. Raven Shelter has not heard from its investigation team since it entered the Golden Desert together with Catherine. Ooh, baby girl. Together with Catherine, you will venture into the desert to rescue your peers, and there you will also uncover the truth of the unknown threat. Ooh, interesting. All right, number 4. Let's scroll down a little bit. Number 4, Fast Ops. In the face of a new threat to humanity, Raven Shelter is organizing a disaster survival drill for all survivors. You can test drive the vehicle of your choice during these drills. Ooh, this is your opportunity to burn the rubber in the Golden Desert racetrack and show off your driving skills. So that might be the thing that looked like Mad Max. Not Mad Max, but the Mad Max movie thingamarang. Yeah, because that was what we saw in the teaser trailer looked really, Awesome. All right. Next up, we got new main story content. Catherine has led a squad into the desert to locate the source of the data from the old world that we obtained at the Mines Lab. However, we've lost contact with the squad. I'm now venturing alone into the hazard-filled Golden Desert to track them down. Along the way, I get closer and closer to unraveling the secret of the desert. The secret of the desert, okay. We have also new settlement reputation content. The Junkyard, home of the Owl Gang. So we would be farming reputation for the Owl Gang? It's like we're becoming owls? And don't be a hero, asshole. Okay. This auto junkyard first appeared in the desert back in the old days. The Owl Gang, which was a gang of racers, soon made the junkyard their territory. It was here that they modded their vehicles and held their race. Since the disaster, the Owls have continued their hijinks in the desert junkyard, with the sound of roaring engines and wild cheers heard from a long way away. Help the Owl Gang. I'm reading that correctly. Help the Owl Gang with their problems to build up your reputation with them. So we are building reputation with the Owls. Okay. Raise your reputation level with the new settlement mode to get your hands on awesome items such as outfits, furniture, blueprints, and new musical instruments from the reputation shop. Interesting. All right. So I know a lot of that was kind of meh so far. It's just talking about like some of the new content that we kind of figured was already coming. But here's maybe some stuff that you didn't know was coming. New roles. Rock out with your socks out. You know they wanted to type something else there, right? In the Golden Desert, new Troubadour and Highwayman roles. So the Troubadour role, along with the band system and band tour game mode, will be available to players beginning August 31st. So we will have a few days. So we have a week after the release before we get Troubadour. Reach level 75 to unlock the band system and band tour game mode. So we get all of that stuff. So that's saying within that first week, at least level 75 will be unlocked. So that's kind of a teaser, right? Because we get the update on the 24th. So if they do, then that's a week. So we're getting 5 levels in a week. That's kind of new. Normally, at least what our servers had in the past is like 1 level every other day, which would be 10 days. But this is saying that we're getting 5 levels in a week. So that's pretty big, right? At least 5 levels in a week. So that's pretty big. You can also look forward to playing 5 new musical instruments: the electric guitar, bass guitar, guitar, let's go, wooden crate, you can play a wooden crate, what? And African drum. Yo, you better believe I'm getting the African drum, baby. These can be obtained from Troubadour tutorial missions, the music shop, and the junkyard reputation shop. I'm about to stop farming the scavenger rep and go for junkyard rep. I'm joining the Owl Gang, apparently. Major upgrade to the perform feature. You can now play in an ensemble, record a tune, perform an action, cut a CD, and more. Wait, what? I'm sorry, I legitimately didn't read through all of this. I skipped to the parts that I was genuinely interested in. So this is saying that you can form a band, record tracks, make a CD, and then what? Like, could you like sell your CDs for silver or gold or something? That would be really cool. If you could make an album. Oh my god. And then what if there was like a leaderboard for like the top selling albums? There's like the Undawn top 10 albums. Yo, I'm sorry, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know that that's a thing. But like, how cool would that be if you could like record and like have like the Undawn billboard of like top 10 albums or top 10 singles or whatever. I'm just spitballing. The Highwayman role, which comes with a new vehicle modding feature, what? That sounds awesome. Will be available September 14th. Reach level 79 to unlock the vehicle modding feature. Okay. So by September 14th, that's what, 3 weeks away to get 9 levels. So that sounds about right. But so we know within 3 weeks we can max out to level 79. Unleash the beast in your vehicle with the vehicle modding and tuning features. That sounds fun. The Highwayman role also allows you to use the vehicle radio functions for music on the go. There's also automatic navigation feature. Okay, so now I'm thinking when you make a CD, people can buy it. You can play the CDs in your vehicles if you have like the CD player mod, I'm assuming. And then the automatic navigation feature. I love that because I hate like it. So like right now you have to choose, right? Do I want to just run the auto navigate or do I want to manually drive there? Manually driving takes a significant longer. Automatically running takes more time, but you don't have to do anything. Driving takes way less time, but you have to do it yourself. So with the automatic navigation feature, yo, man, cars today don't even have that. So the zombie apocalypse are still coming out with new technology. All right, new weapons. All right, so this is big. New weapons and new expertise. This is what I skipped down to. Unlock new combat experience with new weapons in this update, including the SVD Marksman Rifle, the AK Alpha Assault Rifle, and a host of melee weapons. So the melee weapons, they just kind of are what they are. But check this out. New expertise called Defense Expert. With the tactical skilled shield, the SH-95 heavy weapon with gun shield from this new expertise, you'll be the one your teammates count on in a sticky situation. Okay, so just with that, I had so many questions because I was literally about to make a video talking about how this game needed a tank spec and like ideas on what it would look like. So just reading this, you're thinking like, oh, okay, well maybe that's what this is, but that's all you get, right? So I found I didn't find. One of the other creators sent me a video. I'm going to try to cut to it quickly from Discord. All right, so give me 1 second and we'll pull up this video. So this is a video that just touches on all of the different passives and things that you get with Defense Expert, because the way I understand how aggro works right now is whoever does the most damage gets the aggro. Like there's no taunt, there's no aggro increasing abilities or anything. I'm not even sure if healing affects aggro at all. But to me, I was like, okay, so either this is going to do a ton of damage for the person to get aggro, which means you have like the most damage and the most defense, so like everybody would just pick that, right? Or like there's got to be like some explanation of aggro tables or something. So we're going to just like piece through this. Oops. Wait, is it pause? No, crap. All right. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna step through this. All right. So the very first one, under Defense Expert, the Tactical Shield Attack. You hold up a tactical shield and attack enemies within a 5-meter range, dealing high amounts of damage and knocking them all down. All enemies attacked are also taunted. So if somebody's being attacked by like an elite or something like that, and I want to stop them from doing that, then I just run up and I'm like, hey, pow, deals a lot of damage, and that enemy's taunted. So I'm not sure how long the taunt lasts. All enemies attacked are also taunted. Main weapon gets an aggro bonus for 3 seconds. So I go up, knock people down, and then my main damage gets an aggro bonus. Doesn't say how much it is, but now I know that whatever damage I'm doing is generating more aggro than if somebody is doing the same amount of damage than me. So if we're both doing, you know, what's a typical number? Like 5,000 DPS. If we're both doing 5,000 DPS, but I have this like aggro bonus, then I'm going to have aggro and not the other person. Which, if the other person is supposed to be doing damage, then we are like they should be focused on doing damage, and I should be focused on like being attacked, because I'm gonna have other like defensive stuff. Actually, there's just a couple of the main ones that talk about threat that I want to land on. There's one. So this one increases your teammates' armor. Damage reduction increased. Drone. Oh, there is also another interesting one. So drone HP and flight time, but also wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, flight time. Then hold on. When drone is pleasant. Blah, when drone is pleasant. When your drone is present, damage to the player is reduced, causing the drone to endure 20% of the damage. So, so basically, what that's saying is when your drone. So, like your drone is also like a tank for you, right? So, you're getting 20% reduced damage that goes to your drone. So it's basically like a tank for your tank, basically. You know what I mean? Let's see. Armor pierce. Can you take damage? Yeah. All right, and then so this is the big one. This is the big passive, right? Increases aggro by 200% for damage caused with a heavy weapon. So when you're first getting into a boss fight or something, you whip out your heavy and you start doing damage. That's going to generate a ton of threat. A ton of threat. So even though, so then like after that, right, you've already generated a bunch of aggro. So you don't have to worry about keeping it while everybody else is doing their damage. So that's saying if you do, like I said, like 5,000 DPS, you don't have to worry about losing aggro until your teammates are doing over 10,000 DPS. So if your highest, if your highest DPS people are doubling your damage, that's when it's going to be a problem. But hopefully that's not the case. If it is the case, you might want to look into getting some new tanks that can actually hold aggro. It's not their fault. They're just not generating enough threat. So this is the big one. This is the passive that the tanks really like. This is what allows them to be tanks, because they're not expected to do the most damage, but as long as they do half the damage, they will keep aggro on the target. Yeah. So, and then there's like some other stuff about like armor increase. When your tactical shield's under attack, regain armor, blah, blah, blah. Defending against tactical shield, your damage is increased. Yeah. And I said blah, 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 like they're not a big deal. But the important ones, right? The important ones to me are that there is a taunt. You can run up to somebody, smack them with your shield, and taunt them. And then you also get an aggro boost. I think it said for like 3 seconds. The drone. So your drone getting increased HP and flight time into when your drone is present, you get it takes 20% of the damage for you. Is also really big. And then increasing your aggro by 200% for damage caused with your heavy. Those are the big ones that allows this to be a true tank spec, and I am so freaking excited. So this is gonna like here's what's gonna happen for PvE stuff. This is going to it's gonna cause like a little bit of a divide, right? Because at least one. So if you've got like 5 people that are all just crushing it on DPS, you can't ask your 6th best person to pick up and be the tank, right? Because if numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are even close to doing double the DPS as person number 6, that person's not going to be able to hold aggro. So one of your camp's top DPS people are gonna have to go to a tank. So I think it's gonna be an interesting dynamic in camps to see if people volunteer. If they're like, no, I want to be at the top of the leaderboard. I mean, I will say, like, I enjoy like being at the top of the leaderboard. Just a little bit of a brag. But if the camp needs a tank, like I've in most MMOs that I've played, I've been some type of support, whether it's a healer, or a tank. So I wouldn't be shy of saying like, okay, I'll let Stevie or Spaz or Max or whoever go shine at the top of the DPS leaderboards, and I'll tank for them as long as I know that Spaz is healing me and Spaz got me. So that's another thing that's really important. Oh, and there's another part. Speaking of tanks. There's another part in the patch notes. I think it's next. I'm going to switch over into the patch notes and take a look. Regarding the tank spec, and I am skipping ahead in the patch notes, and then we're going to go back up to where we were. There is now also a new biotic rifle alley lock-on feature that you can turn on to lock on. So you can turn the lock-on mode on or off in settings. So I'm assuming, so I've never used a biotic rifle, but I'm assuming that means that you can, just, can you lock onto a single alley or like multiple alleys? Again, I've never used I've never used a biotic before. Ally, not alley, but whatever. And also along with that, the teammate healing feedback from the biotic rifle is also optimized. Again, not sure what that means. It's just like, for me, like my person turns green and then I know I'm being healed. So maybe something, I don't know. It'd be nice if it can hold a lock on. I think maybe that's what it does. Where like if you're So that's kind of what I was hoping that it could do. Right? That's kind of what I was hoping that it could do. It was like, so your healer can lock onto the tank, right? Or if somebody was like, hey, I'm going to go push, like in PvP. If they're like, I'm going to go push, you'd be like, oh, all right, let me lock onto you. So that's kind of like what I was hoping that number 6 did. I guess we'll just have to play with that and find out. So we skipped ahead just to talk about that stuff. The defense expert. All right, new system. Check out the new gene synthesis system. Reach character level 70 and complete genetic recombination program mission. Complete the genetic recombination program mission to unlock the gene synthesis system, which allows you to perform genetic recombination and transcription at the gene workbench. So that, I'm honestly not even sure what any of that means, but it sounds really, really, really cool. So I'm super excited for that. That I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds super awesome. All right, next up is the new schedule formats. The Wilderness Whirlwind. Drive your modified vehicle after the owls in the vast desert. Wilderness Whirlwind replaces Raging Seas every Monday night. Oh, so no more Raging Seas. Didn't somebody say last night that there was that the Mad Max Highway thing looked like it was like Raging Seas, and now you were right, whoever said that, because it is absolutely replacing it. And then we have Foggy Battle. Precious strategic supplies left behind by the rescue squad can be found in this fog-laden part of the blockade. Ooh, so it's a blockade add-in. Locate black boxes and decrypt their contents to track down these supplies. More than one party has set foot in this no man's land. Whether you choose to operate in stealth or in broad daylight, you will only have yourself and your teammates to count on. Foggy Battle replaces Camp Patrol every Tuesday. Yo, okay. So no more Camp Patrol, and hello, Foggy Battle. So I will say I do like that they're not just trying to overload us with all new stuff and just like, here's the thing, here's the thing, here's the thing. It's like, okay, so we're going to add this thing, but we're going to take this other thing away. So I appreciate that they're not just like, oh, like there's events all day, every day, and then you just have to pick and choose which ones that you're going to do, right? Next up, new special ops. Dash new desperation special op. And it is new nightmare challenge. Helia military base. So this is the one that was in the teaser. A heavily guarded military facility back in the old world, into which countless hapless individuals have disappeared, never to return. Today, hidden secrets and powerful enemies await you at this mysterious airbase. Yeah, it looked so freaking difficult. Like, insanely difficult. Alright, we also have a new PvP format. And I think this includes... Oh, wait, it does. It's next. Wait, hold on. I want to hide that. Because this other one... So after this, the next thing that's up is huge. New hotspot combat mode in training matches. Brand new mode with brand new environments. New Doomsday Training Ground desert map. Various hotspots are located throughout the map. These hotspots are activated in random order after combat starts, with each hotspot staying active for a fixed time. Claim the hotspots to get a stream of signal points and help your buddies achieve victory. So it's kind of like territories, but like, or no, it's like King of the Hill with a moving hill. That's what it's like. It's like King of the Hill, but the hill moves. All right, new season. Training match tiers are reset with the start of a new quest. Fantastic rewards are available for each tier. Honestly, love that because I'm starting to figure out PvP, and I would like to just start from the beginning and see where we go. Yeah. New rule for points. Modes that take more time to complete than Annihilation mode, such as the new Hotspot mode and the weekend-only Arena mode, will now earn you more tier points and combat points. Nice. This will increase fairness and allow you to play your favorite game modes and the ones you're best at, not just the ones that get you the most points. I see. They're thinking. They're like, okay, if you're doing the grind, like, we don't want you to do what you don't like because you're getting rewards for it. We want to reward you for doing stuff that you like, even though it's harder. So we're going to up your compensation for that. I like that. All right. Another thing that I really like is this next piece, because I was actually, this was also going to be in my video about something that they need to add. And here it is. New custom room feature. With the new custom room feature available from September 28th, You'll be able to invite your friends and fellow camp members into a room where you set the rules of combat. Reach level 80 to unlock this feature. So by September 28th, we will be level 80. They're calling that shot. So about a month after, we will be level 80. Play modes available during the first phase: Annihilation mode, Arena mode, Domination mode, Hotspot mode. Oh, all right. Yeah, so this is going to be fun. Multiplayer casual modes will be introduced at a later date. All right, so here's why this is big. This is big because, like, it allows, well, I mean, like, multiple reasons, right? It allows people to, like, in a camp, if somebody's like, oh, well, I'm better than so-and-so, or whatever, or if Doge is like, I can beat Rukus in a 1v1. Monkey!
Oh,
wait for it. There it is.
Pin_monkey just subscribed.
This gives you the ability to, like, you know, you could set up like 1v1s, or I can host like a tournament for like whoever wins gets like some kind of redeem code or something. So yeah. But that's so I am so excited for the new custom room feature. All right, character customization. Change your character appearance and gender with the new customization card. So, for somebody saying like, oh, I can't swap genders, well, now you can. Currently owned clothing items will be automatically updated to the new gender where applicable and do not have to be repurchased. However, a very small number of gendered appearances may become frozen and stored in your wardrobe. So you're not going to lose, right? If you're like, oh, I want to be a guy, or yeah, then you're not going to like lose all your skirts. They'll just be temporarily frozen or something. I don't know. I obtained the card following the August 24th update. You may purchase the card that is giftable, so you can gift a new gendered custom, or any new character customization card with RC at the store, or purchase it using silver at the Charisma shop when you reach the Sniper Temptation Charisma level. That's interesting. All right, next up, new exploration mode. So this is a huge update, guys. Huge update. New exploration modes. New portable drone system. Unlock drone skills as your exploration level increases. Associated gameplay formats include the Drone Air Combat Challenge, Racing Challenge, and Transport Challenge. Wait. What? Drone Air Combat Challenge. So tell me that you can just like control the drone and do combat. Racing to see who's fastest. And transport, which is like objective based. That sounds so freaking cool. That's what I'm gathering from it, right? That's what I'm gathering from it. Yeah, right, Lexi? This is so much. This is so much in the update. Which is why, like, I think it's good that they're like tiering it, right? We're like, this is all gonna be included, but you know, this comes when you're at this level, or this is gonna be a few days delayed, or things like that. So I like that it's not just like a big like slap in the face, like here it is, go have fun. They're sectioning it off. New high climb challenge mode. Simply get to the finish with the rest of your team to complete the challenge. Using rigs can help make the challenge easier. Interesting. New desert supply crates. Oh, we kind of assumed that this was going to happen. Buried out there in the desert are a number of supply crates covered in rusty iron wire. Get rid of the wire to get your hand on the rewards side. Okay. And finally, for this part, new space to explore the desert. Blow up rocks blocking the cave entrance to explore the cave. So there will be some kind of explosives. That'll be interesting. Next up, this will be a fun one. appearances. Pet appearances are now enhanced with the introduction of the pet appearance system. Wait, so you can like give your pets like haircuts and stuff? What? Change your beloved pet's appearance with this new system, accessible from the lower right corner of the pet management. Husky and Shiba Inu models have been optimized. Video settings update. The update also provides the user with several new options in video settings. As such, video settings will be reset to default when the update is applied. Please return to video settings when you log in following the update should you need to make any changes. Okay, so if you have changed your video settings, definitely make sure that you check this out. Yeah. Yeah, there's just so freaking much to do. All right, combat balance adjustments. So this one is where I'm really curious to see what your guys' feedback is, especially like Lil Beast, Baz, if Stevie is still lurking here, like anybody, Quinny, anybody that does a lot of PvP, because there's some stuff in here that's like, wait, what? All right, so number 1, increase cooldown time for skill deployment after Scar firearm talent with recovery probably adjusted to 100%. Probability adjusted to 100%. Increase damage dealt with the M3 shotgun as well as total healing triggered with the firearm talent. Also increase the character's armor. Duration is extended to 5 seconds. So that one. So what you're gonna find? Well, like you're gonna see a pattern here. The Origin 12 shotgun now fires in auto-fire mode and deals more damage to the opponent. So the Origin 12 was already being talked about as like a potential PvP weapon. And then it's like, well, like some people are like, well, like, no, it's just not. But now, so they buffed the M3 shotgun. And now they also buffed the Origin 12 shotgun. Does fire and auto fire and deals more damage. Sorry, y'all can't see that one. Origin 12 fires in auto fire and deals more damage to the opponent. So I think because like the Origin 12, like it's pretty much only going to be used in PvP. So maybe that makes the Origin 12 a viable PvP weapon now. Especially if you're a sniper and you're doing like long range damage and then somebody runs up on you, switch it out, bust out the Origin 12, boom, boom, boom. So we'll see. The M134 heavy machine gun now deals more damage to characters. So that's another thing that I think was kind of needed because you don't really see the heavy machine gun being used in PvP a lot. Because, like, why would you, right? When you can just snipe somebody with the heavy sniper and, like, take them down in 2 shots or something. You know what I mean? But now with this gives you, like, that mid-range option to make it a little more viable than trying to use a sniper in mid-range. So if you're if you're not, like, the up-close and you're not the far away, this maybe makes the heavy machine gun viable in PvP. We will find out. Also, again, let me know what you guys think in the chat. The assault expert talent fully loaded has been updated in the following ways: increased character's armor and armor piercing when the same enemy is hit multiple times in a row with the M134 heavy machine. Okay, so again, making it more viable. Especially in PvP, right? So it's doing more damage. And then that talent is saying, okay, we're going to increase your armor, but we're also going to increase your armor piercing when you're hit the same person multiple times in a row. So you're going to do more damage, and you're going to pierce through their armor, and you're going to be tankier. So, yeah, I don't know. Seems like they're trying to make shotguns and the heavy machine gun more viable for PvP is what it sounds like to me. Number 6, increase in the damage dealt when the MPX submachine gun. With the MPX submachine. Okay. Weapon talent also updated to increase true critical hit rate for 5 seconds when a hit is landed on the target. Oh, cooldown 12 seconds. All right. That actually sounds really nice. If you're increasing your crit rate, and the submachine gun, I think, has like one of the faster rates of fire with a bigger magazine. It just does less damage. So giving it crit, maybe it makes that one more viable. Shoot, I don't know. They're buffing everything, baby. All right. Throwing talent foam bomb now immobilizes for 3 seconds. This duration does not increase as the skill level increases. Is that what it does now? It starts like the base is 3 seconds. That makes me want to look. Like if it starts at 3 seconds and then goes up. That doesn't make sense though. Being immobile for 3 seconds is already a long time. Being immobile for longer than that because you have the skill, bruh. That would be like, I don't know like what it goes up to. When I log back into the game, we'll find out. All right, more big changes. Combat system updates. Aim assist has been optimized. Auto fire has been optimized. Side firing experience has been optimized. Firearm reload action has been optimized. I don't know what optimized means, but I guess we'll just have to see. Issue of crosshair drift following ADS deployment has been fixed. And we already talked about the new biotic rifle alley lock-on feature, where you can lock on, or you can choose to turn that on or off. Teammate healing feedback from the biotic rifle has been optimized again. Already talked about that, but curious to see what that looks like. Melee weapon hit circle has been optimized. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's scroll down. Scroll there. Characters can now jump or crouch while using a melee weapon. Indoor camera effects have been optimized. So, like, it says optimized. What does that mean? Look at the overhead HP bar has been optimized. What does that mean? Rescue feedback while character is collapsed on the ground has been optimized. Oh, so somebody was talking about today where it was like, yeah, I had to be like right on top of them to rescue them. That is maybe fixed. Okay. Certain tactical skill visual audio effects have been optimized. All right, interesting. So a lot of optimization. We'll see if it's actually optimizing them or not. Optimize is so nice. I know, right? Everything is just optimize. All right. Homestead updates. Let's get through these as well. Max homestead level is reached to 13. New garage feature. You can now put your beloved vehicles on display at your homestead. Number of furniture items that can be placed at each homestead level has increased. Max, which can be placed inside. Oh, wait. Which can be placed increased by 50. Wow. Okay. Furniture items can now be placed on balconies. Oh, that's nice. Free camera mode controls have been optimized. That's, again, don't know what optimized means, but the free camera mode controls were a little structure and furniture placement method has been optimized. Interesting to see what that means. But yeah. Homestead blueprints not unlocked yet are now shown on top. Oh, good. I actually love that. You can now tap on homestead blueprints. You do not have to see how to obtain them. Okay. Red roses obtained from farmland planting can be listed at the trading post. Roommates may plant exquisite crops from extreme weather, red roses, only in their homesteads, and may only harvest such crops from their homesteads. Oh. Oh, okay. I see why they did that. I can't say that I love it, but I understand why they did. Any visual optimized, that means it's just growing. Compare GTA 4, GTA 5, that is optimized. Yeah, sure. But optimized, I'm just saying optimized is like a very... It's like, oh, what's the difference between this and that? Oh, it's better. Well, better how? You know, like optimized how? Like, that's what I want to know. I am assuming it's going to be better, but it doesn't say exactly what that means, right? So, I don't know. But, well, yeah, it's I know it'll be better. I just want to know better how. Camp updates, new camp entertainment facilities added. Which ones? What's added? New at all chat function added, may be used by camp management up to 3 times a day per person. So this is directors, leaders, and deputy leaders. Can at everybody up to 3 times a day. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Gameplay updates. Changes made to the weekly roommate training event, as well as the questions and good chemistry quiz. Okay. Levels 81 through 100 now available in Astral Tower. Who is getting that high? What? Along with new tier Pinnacle Warrior, Giant Aberration Boss, Giant Desert Lizard added in the desert. Ooh, that'll be fun. Last couple of things real quick. System updates. Exploration system interface has been optimized. New action log display in the roll screen. You can now toggle between roles more quickly. Okay. New desert exploration shop, which we knew that was coming. Exchange exploration points here for items such as enhanced syringes, yes, and furniture blueprints. New golden desert music album added. Okay. New comfort mode and sport mode added for vehicles. Ooh, nice. Tapping on map marker now labels now shows each NPC's role more clearly. ADS view of deaths inside strongholds has been optimized. ADS view of deaths inside strongholds has been optimized. Not sure what that means at all. Yeah, and then new languages, French and German, are now available. Yeah. So anyway, so those are the newest updates. We'll continue to introduce new content and optimizations to the game. We welcome any feedback you may have. Thanks for your support, and we hope you will enjoy the Desert Fury update. So, what do we think? Any questions? Any comments? People in the chat, people watching on YouTube, if you do have questions in the chat, please list them below. As an official creator, we do have a direct line to the developers to try to get feedback to you more quickly. If it's something that I know the answer to, I will answer it in the chat. If I don't know the answer to it, I will make a pinned comment below. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, and also through that, like, let me know what you're the most excited for that's coming out in this patch. If you're watching this after the patch, what do you like the most about it? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.